Hey y'all, Shelly here with another tip for hospice nurses. So if you ever have a patient in the last days or hours of life that will suddenly spike a temp, they may be having what we call terminal fever. And terminal fever is when the person at the end of life will suddenly spike a temp. And it can be pretty high. It can go as high as 102, 103, 104 even. I've seen that. There is not a lot of information out there about it, and I have never seen a definitive answer for here's the cause of terminal fever. My theory is that, like the rest of the body, the hypothalamus is dying, and it just gets to a point where it says, hey, my work here is done, and it just quits regulating the temperature. And so you see this erratic rise and fall in the temperature. Because it's not a temperature associated with an infection, you don't typically see the same signs and symptoms. Like they're not going to be shivering, they're not going to be clammy, they don't appear uncomfortable at all. So I don't think there's any achiness associated with it. You'll touch them suddenly and they'll be very hot. Because it's not our typical cause of fever, our typical treatments don't work. So the Tylenol suppositories, I've never seen that. In 20 years, I've never seen that work on a terminal fever. I've had some patients, families that have wanted to pack them in ice, which is not effective and also very uncomfortable, I would imagine, for the patient. So because of this, I do start educating families very early on. I recommend when your person is in their pre-transitional phase, start educating the family. Here, what could happen. Your person is not uncomfortable. None of our treatments are going to work. The fever is going to go away as quickly as it came, and it may come back. But doing the intervention, we know can be uncomfortable. Inserting a suppository is uncomfortable. Packing someone in ice would definitely be uncomfortable. So if we can start educating the family early on, we can avoid doing some of these uncomfortable treatments with the patient. Now, there are times I feel like inserting that suppository for the family's benefit may also benefit the patient too. You got to weigh that. Is it more beneficial to calm the family down, which would also, I think, help the patient be calm and peaceful? Or is it more beneficial to avoid inserting the suppository? You just have to kind of weigh that. And there have been a few times that I have done the suppository for the family's benefit, and it seems to help. I hope this tip was helpful. If you have any tips that you think are helpful for hospice nurses, please let me know. I'd love to share them here. And remember, together we can change our world.